Hello, Asta here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm creating a cut crease look. So many of you asked me to do this tutorial, step-by-step tutorial explaining how to do a cut crease. So I did one today and I added a little cheeky glitter liner as well. So if you want to see how I did it, just keep on watching. We will start our cut crease with the base, and for the base I'm using the e.l.f. concealer. Any light concealer will do. So what we want to do first is to cover the whole eyelid with this light concealer. This will be as our base and it will make the other eyeshadows that we're going to apply next more intense. So I'm literally just tapping that from the lash line up to the brow bone and extending it out a little bit on the outer part because I will use this part as well. So it should look something like this. So now that we have the base done, I'm just using my damn beauty blender and just tapping that in once again, just making sure it's all nicely set and blended evenly across the eyelid. Now that we have our base for the eyeshadows, I'm going to take my bPerfect Clientele palette with a collaboration with the Jah makeup artist. And first I'm going in with the color Sandy. So for this first step, you want to use a little bit bigger, fluffy brush and you want to apply your color above your crease. So I'm not working into my crease, into the fold of my eye, I'm working above. So it means when I'll cut my crease, this is the color that will be still seen when my eyes are open. So I'm starting with a very little product because I still have very tacky surface. If you find it very difficult to work on tacky surface, you can also use translucent powder first to remove the tackiness by applying translucent powder, like setting your concealer and then working with your eyeshadows. But if you don't mind blending and going slowly, then by all means just use it on a tacky base because the color will be more intense on your eyelids. I'm also extending it out towards my brow bone a little bit, just repeating this step a few times as well. You also want to check if you can see this color when you open your eyes. So when you look straight into the mirror, you should be able to see that transition shade we're working with. Okay, so now that we have our first color laid, we're going to go into the palette again and take Sandy and Dirty Tan colors mixed together. So this time I'm applying my mixture of two colors directly into my crease. So literally where my fold of the eye is. So now that I repeated this step a few times, I'm going into my palette again. So this time I'm mixing Dirty Tan and shady colors together. I'm still using the same brush I've used before, a Baluna R21. Still doing circular motions into my crease and just trying to deepen up my crease color. So I'm repeating this step quite a few times again just to get the color looking more intense. Okay, so now that we have this done, it's time to cut the crease. So what does it mean to cut the crease? It means that you doing a line few millimeters above your actual crease. So it means that when you open your eye, you want to actually see the new created crease. So you can fake a bigger eyes or bigger eyelid space. It's a great technique and it does suit most eye shapes. So what you need to cut the actual crease is to take a flat, preferably synthetic brush. So what you want to do, you want to take the same concealer you have used to apply your base and take some product. Make sure that your brush is fully saturated with the product. So you want to apply it on the center part of your eyelid and then look up or tilt your head down and you should get a little transfer of that product you see here. So this is the line where I'm going to cut the crease and as you can see it's a little bit above my natural crease. I'm gonna just show you again. Pop some product in the center, tilt your head down and up and you should be able to get this line here. This will be your guideline where you should stop with the concealer and then you want to just do a very precise line. It always helps if you can look down into the mirror because that way your eyelid is stretched and it's so much easier to work. So literally just drag the product down from your crease And then when you open your eye, you should be able to see the new created line. If you can't really see the new line, you should do your concealer a little bit higher. So as you can see, when I open my eye, this is my fold and this is where concealer sits. So it sits a wee bit, just few millimeters above my actual crease. So you can do half cut crease if you want, and you can stop here, or you can do and follow this top line and do full cut crease. Keep checking if you can see the line when you open your eyes. So as I said, it has to be a little bit above your natural crease. When you come to this end, pretend that you're doing a liner, and this will determine where you should cut the crease. So just imagine that you have the liner. Now I'm switching to more precise brush and just want to do more detailed work on the crease, on the line here on the outer part. So as you can see, this is where my crease is, and the top line is the new crease I created. Now that I have both eyes done, I cut the crease on both eyes, we need to set that sticky base. So I'm just going a little bit very gently on the lid with my damp sponge to make sure there is no creasing from the concealer. And then I'm going into the palette again, and I'm taking this beautiful color from the palette called Asta, and I will set my lids using that color and a flat fluffy brush. So just tapping that color on, making sure the whole concealer is set. So I'm being very, very careful around the edges of the crease. Now for the fun part, I'm going to apply a little bit of glitter as well. I'm using my Stila glitter. This one is in Diamond Dust. So I have some color here. I'm just gonna dip my brush into this eyeshadow, and I'm going to do a glitter liner. So literally where the two colors meet, I'm going to apply some glitter. I feel that it really helps if you're looking down into the mirror, so again your lid is stretched out. Now I have my glitter liner done. I'm taking my NARS kohl pencil and I'm gonna smudge that along the lash line and also smudge it out. I'm not trying to apply it very neatly because it will be smudged out in a second. And I'm taking a small tiny smudger brush and smudging that out straight away. I'm doing a tiny little wing at the end there as well with my eye. To set my eyeliner, I'm taking color Dirty Tan and a flat fluffy brush and just setting that liner with the color. Then I'm taking a smaller smudger brush again and dipping into color Shady and darkening that top lash line even more. And now I'm taking an angled brush and black color from the palette and applying that closest to my lash line. So now I'm going to apply some mascara, lashes, and finish off my face, and I'm going to come back and show you the lower part of the eyes. And now it's time to do the bottom part of the eyes, and for that first I'm taking my color Sandy and Dirty Tan mix on a Morphe M507 brush, and I'm just applying that underneath the lower lash line. Now I'm taking the smaller smudger brush and colors Shady from the palette, the one I've used on the top. I'm just running that closer to the lash line. And now I'm applying a little bit of nude eye pencil into my waterline. And lastly, I'll be finishing off with Oak Lip Pencil from MAC and my beautiful Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Pure Hollywood. And here is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will try to recreate it. So as always, I'm saying thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in my next video next week.